Hi all and welcome back, and I hope you're all doing okay. Obviously I'm gonna pick up where the media have left off and chat about the feud, the tension, whatever you want to call it, between Christian Horner and Helmut Marko. Now, to be honest, I did notice that they weren't as close together, in the garage and the shots you were seeing of inside the Red Bull garages. This was after Helmut Marko's comments about Sergio Perez being Mexican. Not going to go into that now. And there seemed to be that little bit of distance, and I also noticed it when Max was going off down the pit lane with the crew to celebrate his third WDC. But then, I didn't think any more of it until obviously I read this story in the media. Yes, the media like to sort of sensationalise this sort of content. Of course they do. But I thought, I'd bring you what Christian Horner has had to say on this and what Helmut Marko has had to say on this, and also because I'm massively excited about this, of Lando Norris on McLaren and where he wants the car to be, because I think they've just achieved some phenomenal results. Brilliant to see. But anyway, so Red Bull chief Christian Horner reportedly wants Helmut Marko axed from the team. That's according to Brazilian outlet Globo, I don't know, who claim that political tensions are high and Horner has been attempting to get rid of Marko for some time. A meeting this week will decide the future of Marko, who for the first time in decades has seen his position seriously questioned. Helmut Marko responded to this and has dismissed claims that Christian Horner could try and force him out of Red Bull. The 80-year-old is rumoured to be the subject of an upcoming meeting with his future hanging in the balance, but he insists that Horner does not have the power to axe him from the team. He told Austrian news outlet OE24, "There is no summit. I have a contract until the end of next year. When and how I stop, when it is over, I decide, and not, for example, Mr. Horner." Interesting words, that, Mr. Horner. But anyway, this is all just speculation. Like also about Sergio Perez, there is no ultimatum. We are winning too much. Incredible things are happening, and Max Verstappen's performance should be appreciated more. It is extraordinary. It is very reassuring that there is still something like loyalty and appreciation. So anyway, Christian Horner discusses the feud with Helmut Marko, and the Red Bull team principal Christian Horner has played down reports that he wants team advisor Helmut Marko to leave. Horner said when discussing Marko and his potential exit, Horner opened up on their relationship together and admitted that the 80-year-old has a job until he wants to walk away, for as long as he wants to continue. He's still a very sprightly 80-year-old. I don't see any change in the way that we work. Roles evolve and the business has evolved, and so much so since we first came into the sport. So I suppose, they're both going to play it down. I understand that, but they say there's no smoke without fire, but we'll see. I'm sure something will come out in due course. But anyway, let's move on to McLaren now, and what Lando Norris believes. And he believes that McLaren should focus on making the F1 car easier to drive. The team are in a good place after a series of effective upgrades, with Norris and Piastri securing back-to-back double podiums ahead of this weekend's United States Grand Prix. I think at the moment that's our next target with our development, is still to make it a bit quicker, but also just to make the car a bit easier to drive in different conditions, Norris explained. Both Oscar and my comments are still like, you have to drive a car like this. It's on a knife edge. If you are not pushing to 100%, you're just slow. So I feel like we're doing a good job finding that level. But it's just very difficult. As soon as conditions change to this, we either go one way off this knife, and then we're just struggling a bit more. Finding that consistency is our next target, and I think that all kind of ties together. Yeah, I wanted to cover that because I don't know what it is. I've always been a McLaren fan, but I primarily I love the sport for the technology, the everything like that. The way they put these cars together is just phenomenal. But yeah, don't get me wrong, I've always been a McLaren fan back in the days of Mick Hakkinen and David Coulthard. Just, I don't know, it's just an era I really enjoyed. But to see them, sort of improving so much, it's a shame they didn't start off the start of this year like that. But I'm just hoping it's a good sign for next year. Just fascinating stuff. But yeah, so I thought I'd cover that, and hopefully McLaren can give Lando and Oscar what they need. But anyway, that's my video for today. But if you do like what I do, please like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. And also, if you press the notification bell, so that way when I upload a new video, you'll get a warning. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I'm not quite sure. But anyway, thanks for your time and thanks for listening. Take care.